A traffic accident claims the life of a young medical doctor. Vandalism and theft, a real problem for local government officials. And Good Samaritans on Grand Bahamas showing what it really means to be a brother's keeper. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Rowe-Parkinson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, the August Monday holiday marred with tragedy as police on the island of ABACO continue their investigations into a traffic accident that has left a young medical doctor dead and a fellow police officer with serious injuries. The traffic accident occurred around 1 o'clock Sunday morning in the area of Don McKay Boulevard in Marsh Harbor. The accident involved a Toyota Passo and a silver Jaguar. Police say their investigations revealed that both vehicles were traveling on Don McKay Boulevard when a head-on collision occurred. Both vehicles received extensive damage and both drivers and passenger received injuries. All passengers were transported to the Marsh Harbor Health Center. Now, the driver of the Jaguar was treated for non-life-threatening injuries and later discharged. The police officer, the driver of the Toyota Passo, was airlifted to New Providence for further medical attention. His female passenger in the Toyota Passo later succumbed to her injuries. Now, that female victim is a medical doctor from Grand Bahama. And it has been a busy weekend so far for police on Grand Bahama. Among the incidents under investigation, a shooting and stabbing incident that occurred overnight, sending 3 men to a hospital. Police say officers responded to a report of a shooting on Silver Point Drive shortly after midnight and met an American man with gunshot wounds to the hand. The American man told police that he had been in a physical altercation with a group of men. He was taken to hospital for medical attention, and a short time later, 2 Bahamian men arrived at the hospital with stab wounds. Both are in serious but stable condition. Police say that they are actively investigating. Meanwhile, 3 adult males apprehended in the act of shop breaking and stealing on Grand Bahama. Police tell us that shortly after 3 o'clock Sunday morning, officers were alerted of an alarm activated at a business establishment on Settlers Way. Officers quickly responded and observed a male exiting and items being taken from that establishment. Police say officers demanded that he stop, but the suspect reportedly motioned an object towards the officers. The suspect was then shot to the upper thigh. He was transported to the Rand Memorial Hospital and he is listed in stable condition. Meanwhile, 2 other males who were inside that establishment were arrested and taken into police custody. Investigations are continuing. Well, police are also looking into an armed robbery that occurred on Saturday afternoon. Reports say a man armed with a gun entered a business establishment in the downtown area and demanded cash. He then fled the area on foot. That matter is also under investigation. And also in news tonight, the City of Freeport Local Government Council is disturbed by the level of vandalism and theft of council facilities, particularly in the TAINO Beach area. As Jamila Mizik tells us, elected officials are looking to the public for help in bringing those responsible to justice.
Theft and vandalism a major concern for the City of Freeport Council, one that is costing the council quite a pretty penny. City of Freeport Chief Councilor Kendall Culmer says there has been a recent spate of dumping, vandalism, and theft on their properties. One of the hotspots, TAINO Beach.
They keep stealing the water faucets, the shower heads, the light fixtures in the bathroom. As simple as stealing items off the parks, the garbage bins. There's also littering. Persons using city council's property as dumping grounds because they know once they dump garbage there, we will remove it. On the parks, they're stealing the fences. So we've replaced fence in Queens Cove like twice for the year. We've replaced fixtures on TAINO Beach 3 times already for the year, and it's becoming costly for the city council.
He says the council has been considering installing surveillance cameras in hopes of catching the person or persons responsible. Ultimately, though, they're hoping that this stops.
I don't want it to slow down. I prefer it to stop. Like I said, it's costly. It's holding us back on what we would like to do and accomplish as councillors. We want to do some more social initiatives, but we keep having to do capital works because of the theft.
He says they have notified the police about the incidents and there have been routine checks. However, no one has been arrested at this time.
We're asking the public to be an extra set of eyes for us in terms of watching local government property because it's also your property.
Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Switching gears now, ZNS News has learned that a twister reportedly causing damage in West Grand Bahama yesterday. The twister, associated with heavy rain and strong winds, is said to have touched down at the construction site of the Ministry of Education's new junior school in Holmes Rock. Reports say the freak weather system caused minor damage to the school that is currently under construction. The extent of the damage is not known at this time, and of course, this is a story that we will continue to follow. Well, the Grand Bahama Island Tourism Board and the Ministry of Tourism hosting a travel writer from National Geographic Latin America this past week. Writer Marissa Espinoza had a pretty busy schedule. She met and interviewed tour guide Rudy Sawyer, who is also the author of Grand Bahama Treasure and Tour Guide. They discussed the history of Grand Bahama. Now, she was also given a guided tour of Lucayan National Park and got a taste of chocolate made right here at Grand Bahama at Bootleg Chocolates. She also stopped by a local art gallery. The overall goal is to promote the Bahamas in general and Grand Bahama in particular in the Latin American market and ultimately increase visitor arrivals to this island. Love in action this Emancipation Day holiday, we will explain coming up. This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, covering Crockett Drive, Cat Key, and your part of the Bahamas.